displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
You made it, huh? I had a detonator primed just in case. I can probably turn it off now.
I could do without being blown to bits by an ally.
Suppose so. I told you I tracked down Dragon Eyes. Your trap led straight to the terrorist supplier. Real nasty sort named Milos Varda. He works for the local crime syndicate. Group called The Exchange.
What's the Exchange's role on Tatooine?
I don't know a lot about them. The Exchange runs spice, gambling, extortion, broken legs, and blown up speeders. Not a shock their guys connected to the ghost cell. Milos must get supplies through Mosilla and ship them to the village.
We need to know how he does it. I'll pay him a visit.
I'm sure he has Exchange protection, but his house isn't far. Afterwards, we can meet back here.
Rise and shine.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone come in. The guards usually call. If you had an appointment, you should know. My husband is out on business. He'll be back soon.
Any idea where your husband is? Who's he with?
That's not my business. Frankly, I'm not sure it's yours either. Who are you anyway? What do you want here?
Don't worry, your husband and I go way back. I wanted to surprise him.
That right. He's not big on surprises, but I suppose you know that. Well, I was about to fix lunch. Care to join me?
That's very kind, thank you.
Wonderful. Please sit down. We can talk a while.
Isbeth, I'm back. Who is this? What are you doing here?
Don't be rude, Milos. I was just telling your friend about the time you sold the farm.
This is not my friend, and things are very dangerous for us now.
You and I are going to have a talk.
What does he mean? What's this all about?
Shut up. Just stay calm. You were the one asking questions. I was promised you wouldn't survive.
Who told you I wouldn't survive? How do you know someone would come after me?
They're always watching. As soon as I heard, they heard too. The ghost cell came to me. They offered the Exchange protection. Assassins. If we gave them what they needed. What could I say? They're worse than we are. And now you think you frighten me?
I do horrible things too, Milosh. Tell me where the cell is based.
Ah! I could tell you, please! I pack whatever they need. Leave the shipment at a drop point in the canyons. They take the crates home by speeder. The next delivery is soon. That's all I know.
Consider this thanks for your assistance.
You didn't have to.
Nasty. Well, it's not like they have kids. Let's go.
Hello, I'm recording this message for you. Funny thing is, I don't know your name. By now you've talked to Milosh. I hope he gave you what you need to find the village, because I've done all I can. Even sent everything I know about the Eagle's network to Intelligence. But now I'm leaving, because I know how this ends. After the ghost cell is neutralized, you turn me in. Well, I had a few doubts. You don't seem awful, but you're still an Imperial, and I know where your loyalties lie. Anyway, destroy the village. Kill the old man. They're not part of the Resistance. There's something evil.
I used to blow things up too, but I don't get self-righteous about it. Anyway, what now? We're down by 1.
We go to the exchange drop point and find the terrorist village. Same as before.
Works for me. Let's get going.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
Roman Cos, smack in the middle of the desert, just in case you get homesick.
Hale, check on Keeler and the others. See if they figured out anything with the artifact.
Sir, I'd like to hear what happened.
Follow orders. I'll brief everyone later. You look like you've been to the Dune Sea and back. I've sent for water and Kolto, but we've been waiting for word. Any sign of Darth Silthar?
He didn't make it. He fell to the Sand People and their servants.
Damn it. We all felt it, but we weren't sure. We're not blasted Sith. Without Silthar, we're just archaeologists with guns. Without him, this whole expedition falls apart.
We are Imperials. We'll find a way to succeed.
Inspiring, but not very practical.
Captain Gola!
Blast Hale, now's not the time.
The artifact. The one the Jawas found. It's got Kayla. We disabled the dampeners, and there was a flash.
What? Start containment procedures now.
Second, atteste vertine.
Captain Golar, care to explain this?
I don't know. Keeler, are you in there?
Cabies metete for frost, yanteto gise. Chahroste dies, tegesh marwar.
Alright, it's gonna go.
Those creatures. They were my team.
Sir, I think Perrin escaped. He was heading into the desert toward the tribal settlement.
Blast. We'll mourn later. You remember the sons of Palawa. You hit them hard in Mos Ila, but their main village is just a few clicks out. If that creature reaches them, this could get very ugly.
The sons of Palawa can handle themselves.
Not if they don't know what they're facing. Basic rule of xenoarchaeology. You don't unleash a foreign technology into a population center, especially one with a man-machine interface. Worst case, the technology that changed Perrin could replicate. Every person in the settlement could be transformed.
Technology like that could be very useful to the Empire.
That's why we need to find Zerka. But right now, that tech isn't in a form we can study. Reclamation Service protocol for contaminated sites mandates atomic heat cleansing of everything within a 100-meter radius. We've got to store a beradium explosives for that purpose. Enough to obliterate the Sun's cave village. But I hope it won't come to that.
What choice do we have?
If you're lucky, maybe you can take out Perrin before he reaches the settlement. Otherwise, plant the explosives, be careful with them, around the caves. One way or another, the contamination has to be eliminated.
You. I knew the Empire used dishonorable tactics, but the ghost of the desert, do you know what it does to people?
What do you mean, ghost of the desert?
An old Jawa legend. A myth that kills with a touch. Within the first minute, that terror changed good villagers into murderous machines. There's a war going on in these caves. Now I'll give my brothers the chance to win by keeping you from interfering.
You'll die, along with everyone else in this village.
Ha! For Palawa, I'll fight until our blood becomes an oasis.
Are the power readings stable?
Yes, sir. The stasis field's online.
Keep it that way. I don't want the artifact powering up again. I heard the explosion. I take it the contamination site's been cleared?
The Sons of Palawa village is no more.
It's a pity. Even tribals don't deserve to be obliterated because of some alien relic. Those artifacts Zerka found, they must be capable of infecting people, transforming them. I don't know why you'd build a device like that. But some species did, long before humans lived on Tatooine. And the Reclamation Service has the job of bringing those artifacts home. Are you with us?
Sounds like you got your fire back, Captain.
I had my moment of doubt. I saw Keela, Perrin, and Ban die because of it. What we've just experienced, the artifact powering on the takeover, I'm willing to bet Zerka went through the same thing. If we knew where to start looking for Zerka's base, we could scan for the artifact's power signal, track down the laboratory. Too bad Siltha didn't get more data.
The base is in the Sand People's cursed land. These drawings should show the way.
Yes. It's primitive, but it looks like a native map. We'll check its age, calculate the geographical changes since its creation.
I think we have it, sir. The natives' forbidden zone is in Sector 22G. I can start outfitting a probe immediately. Once you're in position, use this signal device to call the droid. It'll launch from here.
In the meantime, we've got friends to bury.
Hello. That's right. I'm talking to you. I know who you are, and I bring a proposal. I'm Shale Tassau. I speak for a small consortium of the Exchange on Tatooine. They want a warlord dead, and they think you're the one to do it.
Let's start with a name.
The target is the warlord Garbodia. He killed a Sith apprentice sent to assassinate him, and it's costing all of us. Imperials are torturing and killing Exchange members to find his location. Now, I know where Gar is, but I came to you. Understand why?
I understand. I suggest you tell me his location.
Gar and his mercenaries are hiding in the desert. I saw them taking shade by a derelict sandcrawler. We can pay for his head. That ugly bantha stain is done. The Empire agrees, the Exchange agrees. How about you?
I'll make sure there are no survivors.
Good. Now, he does move around a lot. Don't expect to find him exactly at the sandcrawler. You bring me his head, and I'll bring you the credits.
you hear me? There's a sandstorm coming in, but I wanted to report. The droid's locked onto an underground power signature. Must be an artifact in the Zerka base. We've also found some kind of recorded message.
Any idea who it's coming from?
Patching it through now.
Is this thing working? Blast. Security Officer Gromick here. I'm the last man out. We've been ordered to seal Zerka's Secret Weapons Division 7. The base was compromised. We thought we had the problem contained to the artifact cave, but it didn't last. Okay, sealing the doors now. Anyone who sees this, don't come in. You don't want to. You really don't want to.
They lost the whole base. Imagine that. We've got fragmentary codes and coordinates, but you'll need to run additional scans to unlock the base. There may be more messages, too. We both know if anything is still alive in that base, you're our best chance of retrieving Zerka's artifacts. You'll have to go alone.
Uncovering secrets is my job, Captain. I won't disappoint you.
Part of me wishes I were going. Zerka found something unthinkably old and alien. But this is how it has to happen. Gola out.
Well, there's stuff here. Guess the ghost cell hasn't picked up its delivery.
Get the crates open and climb inside. We're taking a ride.
Worst part is, I've traveled this way before.
Welcome, my child. I wondered whether you'd find your way.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't stop them.
I applauded you toward the end. You've trampled my garden, of course. But I admire your skills.
What happened? Are you all right?
I'm not dying. Look after yourself. The old man...
Don't mind your friend. We found her in the spaceport and thought we'd bring her home.
We could have killed her, of course. But what reward would that be when she's served so well?
What are you getting at? What's Mia done?
Everything I dreamed of.
The truth is, I let Mia defect. From the moment she began training, I saw that she was weak, unworthy.
I knew she would flee and turn on us. She was the perfect bait to lure an Imperial Intelligence cipher.
Whatever you were planning, all you've arranged is your defeat.
I beg to differ. We've been watching you, learning your techniques. In Mosila, at the wind farm, in exchange territory, syncing our emotions with yours.
You're fantastically talented. You'll show us everything, and then we'll replace you inside your own organization. I'm looking forward to killing you. All that's left is your defeat and subjugation. The Eagle will triumph. You don't know what you're doing.
You don't know how many lies are at work. No idea what's really going on.
I don't need to hear any more from you.
It's really him. He's really dead. I'm sorry about everything. I didn't know what he was planning. I can't believe he used me.
The Ghost Cell was playing a deep game, but we beat them.
And I'm grateful for that. So, what happens now? The cell is gone, but we're both here. I am in no shape to fight.
You're the last terrorist here. You die and my job is done.
That's what I thought.
Even I'm feeling a little sick from all the blood. We done?
Mission complete. Let's get off planet.
Want to go somewhere with less sand? Maybe more people?
My people say someone ripped through Garbodia's camp. Can I spot talent or what? I trust you if... Ugh! Ooh. If I knew his head was gonna stink this badly, I'd have given you a refrigeration unit. Thanks. You can wrap that back up. Ugh.
This is your evidence, whether it drips or not.
Ugh. One more thing the guys in the cells will owe me for. They're gonna be cleaning my bantha ranch. Nasty as this is, it's better than what was going on before. I just couldn't personally smell it. Do you see a garbage chute?
Dr. Sopran here. We finished our initial catalog of the cave artifacts, which register as over 20,000 years old. You think that would narrow down the possible creators, wouldn't you? There weren't many societies capable of space travel in that period. But I can't find any society or species that fits these criteria. Even greed technology isn't comparable. Anyway, Dr. Lyric and I will study the primary device and assign lesser relics to the others to keep them busy. Hopefully, we'll find something useful. Zerka's going to make a fortune off this stuff if we can figure it out. End log.
This is Director Antaean speaking. As you know, workers' safety is one of Zerka's top priorities, and we take accidents seriously. Therefore, due to concerns surrounding studies of the device, we are implementing a new policy. Anyone wishing to perform a physical inspection of the device must get written authorization from myself and Dr. Daigo. Research using droids and remote scanners may continue normally. Please note that this does not affect our division's overall schedule.
I want my concerns on the record before more people get hurt. I'm worried about the device. Its energy readings keep fluctuating, and it appears to be trying to link with the lesser artifacts. I think it's a weapon, maybe a bomb. Sopran's theory about it being a Gree Enclave creation are inane. We've already got evidence of an ancient alien civilization visiting Tatooine, and they weren't Gree. We've seen similar technology in the Kashyyyk Shadowlands. I'm sure the Infinite Empire is tied to the device's origins, no matter what anyone says. And I'm tired of being ignored.
Make me look good.
Well, Dr. Lyric is gone. He's put in for a transfer and is heading back to Anchorhead, taking one of the lesser relics with him. Good riddance. He was a pain to work with. Still. Lyric's theory about an ancient infinite empire and a master alien species was fringe science at best, but some of his data makes sense. I'm going to run a new series of tests tomorrow, using a remote arm to open up the device. We'll see where it goes from there.
Director Antaean to all Zerka employees. Please listen and remain calm. A few minutes ago, we experienced a minor equipment failure in the main laboratory. As a precaution, we are initiating lockdown procedures. Do not attempt to override the system, so the computers will respond with force. Stay where you are, and you'll be alerted when the situation resolves.
Tasman jetzt gefulpa, gegal jestenti. Keftre da sebia ratur da malhebie. Ibn frukta mi filter nama kape.
What are you?
Das matzenke yujum. Maestra me huruba. Keftre da sebia ratur da malhebie.
Harsh punishment. What were you trying to do?
Redhead yadlest hakuliti for dead. Jagdiv mule hedem, sie es nicht verdat. Das matzenke yujum. Maestra me huruba.
How do you plan to do that?
Yes, you did le kuno. Mehekadini lerte. Temor, tohete lorm, sabiens vencetos, telebres dia.
Rise and shine.
Fediamen lemeta en tirans. Zinies de hedruli, das brule fehed andanqua. As BLB en tisere basamana.
You want to say anything else before I destroy you?
For gänga blili. Jagdiv mule hedem, zias ni trida. Terdem fuden, teke pakjak hesten ya.
I'll spare you in return for your service. Be grateful.
Yertemer zunanje, ame konjas temeta.
Well, look who's back. I was afraid we'd lost you to that Zerka tomb.
It's good to see you alive.
I'm sure you want to rest up, but I'd like to hear. Did you find the artifacts?
Inside this device is an alien mind. It was responsible for the destruction of Zerka. It says it wants to work with us.
There's an intelligence stored in there? That's just incredible, huh? That's amazing. We can do an initial study here, but a find like this has to go to Drummond Cass. You've turned this expedition around. After our losses, I didn't think I'd be filing a mission report, let alone declaring victory.
I understand your excitement, but don't take that thing lightly.
Given what happened with Zerka, we'll proceed with caution. With Darth Silthar gone, I am in charge. You ever need our help, you know where to find me.
I've had an interesting time here, Captain. Maybe we'll do it again someday.
Maybe we will, at that. Safe journeys out there. And be careful. This galaxy has a lot of old secrets. Once you start seeing them, they tend to start looking back.
Sleazy little cantina. If I had to live on a planet like this, I'd be drinking here too.
Old-timer like me got a lot of tricks for sale. Come back, you might learn something.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices. Good hunting. Looking to upgrade your arsenal? Good hunting.
If you can guess who's been talking to Nemro the Hutt, you owe me a drink.
From your tone, I'd say I'm looking at her.
Bingo. If you don't have a bottle on you, I'll take my prize in cash. Me and the Crime King were wrapping up some old business, long story. But he let slip something interesting. Remember Yajal, my arms dealer cum stalker? He's been touching base with a lot of guys I used to work with, Nemro included.
Why would he be talking to Nemro?
He just wants information. Here's the problem. Now that Yajal's tipped his hand, some of my other ex-partners, the ones with grudges, they figure they need to hit me before Yajal does. We're talking people who should have moved on years ago. Guess I left a mark.
I want to know who these ex-partners are and what we can expect.
I'm not going to make a list, but first example who comes to mind, card shark named Tatigo. Not a lot of guts, but he was rich and cute. We lived the high life until I broke his heart. Bet he'll hire some sleazebag to find me.
If you hear anything about him or Ijal or anyone else, let me know.
Yeah. Funny as it all is, I'm thinking we might need to do something about it.
Secure transmission established. This is Watcher 2. Your efforts to destabilize the Terra network are working better than expected, Cypher. Unfortunately, I don't have good news. We attempted to capture the Eagle in a raid on Tholiton. We found a base, but the man had moved on.
Is there a trail we can follow?
No. I'm still hopeful your efforts will draw him into the open. We've also been researching the so-called Eradicator devices. They're satellites, orbital strike weapons with enough firepower to level a city. Here's the bizarre thing. The terrorists aren't building the Eradicators, they're growing them.
What do you mean, growing?
The Eradicators are a combination of biological and mechanical components, organic batteries in a weaponized shell. The terrorists don't need factories anymore. They can grow Eradicators wherever there's room.
Cheap, destructive, and disposable.
Our people are jealous they didn't think it up. We'll continue gathering information. We know what the Eradicators are, but not where or how they'll be used. You have your own mission. Destroy the cells and they'll lead us to the Eagle. Watcher 2 out.